She was a 21-year-old student on her way to work, but on November 4th, 2011, that trip changed her life forever. And today, Laura Triem is here with us and shares her story of recovery and determination to bring awareness to others. Thank you for being with us here, Laura.
Thank you for this opportunity.
You know, I'm sure you've been asked this question so many times, but what happened on that November 4th, 2011?
November 4th, I don't really have memory of that day exactly, but I was distracted. I wasn't aware of my surroundings. I was listening to music and texting, and I noticed the train from the right coming, and I stepped across the train tracks, but didn't know that the left train was coming, and it hit me.
So you saw one, but missed the other.
Yeah. I didn't look both ways. So.
But that distraction hindered you to really.
Yeah.
Now, what would you have done differently now that you look back and you see what happened that day and how it changed your life? What would you have done differently?
That day, I probably would have loved to listen to my music still, and probably would have loved to get that text through, but I would have noticed to my left and noticed that the trains were passing equally at that same time, and wouldn't have just taken a step across that street. I would have noticed, and I wouldn't have done that. And that distraction took my life away that day. And I would have just been aware that where I'm at, and I wouldn't have been distracted not to notice that a train was coming.
What is the last thing that you remember before actually stepping in front of that train with your music on?
The last thing I remember is about a week before November 4th, before the accident. I went to Kentucky for a trip to meet a friend, and that was it.
So all that week after that trip is a blur for you?
It's just gone.
Now, after your accident, what do you looking back, what is the first thing that you remember from actually waking up in a hospital bed?
I was giving the doctors and nurses an address for what the notes, and they had to write for me. And my mom looked at me and she said, "Laura, you're giving the wrong address. You have an apartment downtown now."
So you were, in the past, was this an address that you were giving in the past? Or that you had, it was just a weird address?
So weird. And I was like, what? I have an apartment downtown? I don't even remember even sleeping a day at my apartment downtown.
Wow. And then you were, from your accident, you were in a coma for 13 days.
I was.
Tell me about waking up from that coma, and what do you remember from waking up?
I remember looking at my nails.
Okay.
And I saw that they were different colored and they were painted, and I don't remember painting my nails, so I looked at my parents. My mom was there, my dad was there, and they said, "We were supposed to do something with you while you were in a coma." So my mom says, "I just did your nails."
Oh.
And thank goodness I had nice nails while I was in a coma.
You woke up and you're like, wow.
Nice job, Mom. Yeah.
Your nails look great today, so you kept the routine going.
I did. I did.
Great. Yeah. Now, what was your biggest struggle, and what has been your biggest struggle all throughout your recovery?
Right now, my biggest struggle is being able to walk correct. Just after my stroke in the hospital, it made my left side of my body, my arm, my leg, my foot, all have paralysis.
Okay.
And so I don't use them like they should be used. So whenever I walk, I kind of drag my left foot, and I can't go rock climbing like I used to rock climb. And my left arm just has struggle just working, just regular.
How does that make you feel, not being able to use your body how you once used it before your accident?
It makes me feel weak, and I don't want to think of myself weak. I just need to keep working on it and doing therapies and therapeutic things to make them work better to how they used to be.
Well, you're far from weak, I'll tell you that. You are a very strong woman.
Thank you.
And I mean, I'm your same age, and I look at you and I'm like, wow, you have gone through so much, and you have managed to stand up and keep going, keep going.
I want to keep going.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are on the right track. Now, what is life for you like now? You've come a long ways from your recovery, from your coma, from everything that happened, your stroke. What's something that you think is going to take a while, if not forever, to actually recover from? And it doesn't have to be physical, just something that you're just like, I'll never be the same because of this.
I know some of my memory is kind of just lost. And some things do kind of pop up, and I get very excited. Like I tell anyone who's around me, I just remembered this one thing. I don't remember when, but I know this person, and I know something happened. And that will slowly come back to me. I know my walking will come back to me. I'd start therapy in Arizona on November 20th. That I think will make me run. And that is my future that I want so much. I just want to run and be able to hike again. I love hiking. And the struggle is that my patience needs to kind of just get better. I'm kind of impatient on things, so
just do it, do it, do it.
I know. Sometimes I get angry at myself because I don't want to do things. And I know that I just got to cool down and just take time on stuff, and then slowly I will get better at things.
Absolutely. Just have that patience.
Yeah, I know. I need to.
Now, who's helping you get through this, and who helped you while you were recovering, and who's helping you now that you're much, much better and you're on the right track to fully recovery?
I have angels, a million angels.
Tell me about these angels.
I have Michael Stanley, who is my angel. I have my mother, Mary Chadwick, my dad, Michael Triem, my other dad, Rick Chadwick, and my entire family. They have been there since day one. In the hospital, everyone waiting for me. They were in tons of hotels all around Denver and around the area. That just stayed for me to wake up from my stroke and just see me get better each day. So they have been there, they're my brain, they know everything about me, and when I'm just having a bad day and I feel depressed about one thing, they know how to make me feel better.
Now your mom, she was actually in Arizona when all this happened, right?
Yes.
So her trip back here she was thinking the worst. Everyone was thinking the worst because it was an accident that it's a miracle how you're here with us today and you're able to share your story and possibly change not one but many, many lives.
Yeah, I hope so. I really want to, because this opportunity to talk to many people about this accident is amazing. I thank the Lord for letting me do this in His plan. And my mom, she did get here thinking the worst, and I appreciate that she just got there that night, November 4th, and was there for me when I woke up from a coma on the 13th day. And thankfully, my dad, he was a police officer in Arizona. His other police that he has coworkers gave them their hours to be able to go and visit people, gave them all to my dad, and wow. He was able to get out here and drive out here. And my dad, who was a manager at a Christian radio station, he was at every appointment I went to. And so many prayers from so many people I don't even know. So I really want to thank everyone around the world for helping me do that, because I think I got some help from God.
I think so too. I think he was there during and all throughout your entire process. It's astonishing.
Yeah.
It really is.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Now, tell me a little bit about your hard days. Like, I know there's great days, like when you remember and you're like, oh, yay.
Yeah.
But tell me about those hard days where you just, it takes you time to actually even get out of bed and want to do anything. We all have those, but tell me about yours.
There are days where I just want to either go drive somewhere or drive to a friend's house and hang out, and of course right now I can't drive. But thankfully I have a lot of people that drive for me, which I'm blessed about. But hard days, I just don't want to get up. I don't want to go to the doctor's appointment, have an MRI or a CT scan, have to take all my pills every morning for seizure pills, and 10 pills a night I have to take. And then in the morning, I just don't want to do it. I just want to lay in my bed and just watch TV all day and just pet my dog.
Just chill.
Just chill. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that today. I don't want to build up my muscle in my left hand, arm. I don't want to walk and build my muscles in my legs so I can run. I just want to give up a little bit. Say, well, maybe tomorrow I'll do it. But really, in all aspects, I should do that every day to get better.
So what makes you not be a slacker? And what changes your mind from like, just being chill?
Thankfully, my parents, I have to say thank you to my parents, because they say, hey, if you keep complaining about this, and you're not going to get anywhere, and you're going to keep complaining, and we don't want to hear you to keep complaining, so get to work. And they do. They make me get to work, even though I might just be a little sad, crying a little bit. Yeah, I will still have to do that.
No, that's good that they push you and they don't let you slack.
Yeah.
Because you are strong enough to keep going.
Right.
Yes, yes. Now, I'm going to take you back to that day. And when you pass by the intersection of Spear Boulevard and Stout Street, what do you feel?
Well, unfortunately, I don't remember that day, but now, driving by it, I get a chill. Just a little chill. It's a nice area. I love Denver, but I just wish I wasn't distracted and I was aware, and I can't fight against that because it happened, but I'm alive and I'm walking already, so I can't just change that day. I'll always have it.
It's true. And I mean, you could have just felt sorry for yourself and just, but you decided to get up and go for it and change your life, change it in a different direction, make it even maybe better than it was, because you're going and you're fighting, and that's what's important. You're spreading the word.
True. I'm trying to.
Good.
Best I can.
You're doing a great job. Now, I've heard that throughout your recovery, your friends would call you Laura the Warrior. How does this make you feel?
Because I stopped a train. Yeah. I like that they would call me that because I didn't give up when I was in the hospital and had infections, or I was sick for a while and had pneumonia and stuff. I still fought through that. So I'm glad they call me a warrior because they were there for me, and I would want to keep that AKA name.
Laura the Warrior. I'll call you that.
Okay.
Hey, Laura the Warrior.
Yes, that's me.
Well, you are definitely a warrior.
Thank
so
you.
The name suits you perfectly.
Thank you.
Now, tell me about Captain Mike Stanley and the impact that he had on your life. He's had on your life. Continuous.
He's a lifetime friend. You would not think that that day would come and that people on the light rail that day knew what to do if they saw a lady get hit by their light rail. And he knew what he had to do, and I'm so glad that he was there. And I think that was God too. God was like, here you go, Michael Stanley.
Here's a little angel.
There you go. Yeah. And I love it. Lifetime friend.
You call him your angel, right?
I do.
That was there.
Yeah, I do.
It suits him very well.
Thank you.
He was there at the right time. Just
Right.
God placed him there. That's
Yeah.
all we could say.
Exactly.
Now, what do you see in your future? What is Laura the Warrior doing tomorrow, in a week, in a year?
Well, tomorrow I'm heading back to Arizona, but I really want to start my foundation of Laura Look Up and Live Foundation. And I would really, really enjoy telling people how distractions and awareness of your surroundings, and this accident I had was avoidable. I shouldn't have been reading my text and listening to music. People can just be like, oh, I just won't do that. That won't happen to me. And it happened to me, so I really want people to know that this happens. And I want to tell kids and also people to wear helmets, riding a bike, skateboarding. Just like whenever you see a person motorcycling, you would suspect a helmet, right?
Yes. It kind of gives me the chills when I don't see it, because I'm like, they're going so fast,
Yeah.
and it's like nothing's protecting.
No. That's what I would hope kids and adults and young adults to think, and then maybe just share the word. Oh, where's your helmet at? Oh, you're riding your bike, you should always wear a helmet. And I would love if I could just help kids and people out by giving out helmets in some way and just saying, hey, I can help you out. If you can't, just get one, or it's too much a cost. Hey, here's a reason why you should have one and how I can help you.
So use your story, use your testimony, what happened to you, to open people's eyes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly.
Well, that's a great future, because
Yeah.
you're saving, you're trying to save, you're opening people's eyes, and it's a way to use your experience and just make somebody's life better. Save someone.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I would love to just save somebody, and if they just went in an intersection or waiting for the light rail and been like, hey, this girl, I just heard this girl that got hit by this because I was texting or listening to music. I just won't do that. I'll do what that girl said and be aware of my surroundings, and that just won't be my life.
Exactly.
And if I could just tell them all of the hard stuff that I had to go through and the amazing stuff that I'm doing now, but just don't just get hit by a light rail, or just be aware of where you're at.
Take that extra step to just look around.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's sad, because I'm guilty of that. I will text and walk, and it's once I looked into your story and I saw, you know, what can happen.
Yeah.
It opens your eyes. It really makes you see, just for being distracted,
Yeah.
your life can be changed.
Can. And I hope that, yeah, people might think about this and be like, it can wait, or I can't hear with my iPod on, and I'll just turn it off really quick and just look around and know where you're at.
Do you plan to go back to school?
I really want to. I was a student here at Metro,
Okay.
and I just want to learn more. After my accident, I think, oh, I can go further in my studies, so I plan on doing that.
Do you have like a time frame of when you would like to go back?
Hopefully, once after my therapy in Arizona gets done, gets finished, I believe that's the time, anytime I can, and I can either go on campus, find a campus, or an online class. Because my memory right now is kind of, so I would like to get my memory back and study as most as possible, get a career, and
what
do
career
great.
would you like to pursue?
I would like to be a forensic anthropologist.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know the show Bones?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's pinpoint. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
So I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to dig a little personal here. Tell me about your social life. Are you dating? Do you have a boyfriend? Tell me.
Unfortunately, my fingers are crossed about the boyfriend.
Well, that makes two of us.
Toesies and fingers.
Okay.
Totally crossed. I hope so. But my friends have always been there for me during my accident, calling and even coming from Arizona to Colorado. And I couldn't ask for the best of friends ever to come and see me during that time. And the friends that are kind of wondering, okay, I can't hang out with her yet, or she's so busy doing therapy, which I'm going to be pretty busy doing therapy, to maybe hang out whenever I have enough time or can get them free from working and from school too with them. But my friends right now and my so-called boyfriend, it'll be awesome for the future.
For everybody to just hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it'll happen when it needs to happen.
Yeah,
That's what I always say.
Happen.
Happen today.
My eyes are out. So just to have fun and just to talk to people about this is first going to happen, and then after that, maybe have a date, you know.
Yeah. Well, you're a busy girl, so
Yeah.
it's also hard to find, you know,
Right.
time in there. Now, what comments have you gotten from others around you, like your friends?
My friends have asked me just what kind of surgeries have brought you further, what you're doing, and I'm trying just to get healthy with doing physical things. I went board paddling a couple months ago, which is really fun, and it's pretty difficult with your body, and since I'm not able to do many things on my left side, my person that I went with was like, oh yeah, use your left hand. You might just go into the water and fall in the water, but that's not my fault, just try. And of course I fell in the water. But it's fun. My friends definitely support me to do better.
Okay.
They support me if I go rock climbing and ask a friend to go. They go, Laura, you can get all the way up that wall. Just do it. We'll take time. We can stay here as long as you want. Just try to get to the top. And that's the best thing I could hear. I'm like, oh, I will take my time. That's all I could do. Just take my time. Wait a couple hours and I'll be up there.
You have that support.
I do.
And I'm jealous. Those are good friends. I
Yeah.
mean, they say during the hardest times in your life, the people that stick around are your true friends. So
Exactly.
looks like you have a handful,
Yeah.
more than a handful. So
I'll
good
be
for
your
you.
friend. I'll totally support you. Yes.
Now, I want to know about this Laura's Look Up and Live campaign. Tell me about it. What do you hope to accomplish?
I hope to accomplish that people will, either in any situation, riding a bike, skateboarding, anything they want to do, but the safe part. If you're snowboarding, wear a helmet maybe. If you want to, I think that's safe. There's a lot of deaths in Colorado or wherever a mountain is to snowboard. Just, it's safe. If you're riding a bike, wear a helmet. There are tons of things that could just happen and you fall and you can get a brain injury just from simple things. And I want them to just know that their life can be awesome without damaging their bodies from something silly by like getting hit by a light rail or a car or anything that could happen. And I wish I could help kids that know that, hey, a helmet is really cool. I really like the helmet. Where'd you get it at? I'm going to get one now. And
Spread the word.
exactly, yeah. I think we need, I hope maybe start a chain on what I'm trying to tell people. I'm not trying to tell people to drop your phone all the time or don't use your phone at a light rail. Just be smart about it and know where you're at. Know that a light rail is coming. Put it away, just really quick. Do it just 10 minutes from now and you're fine. Totally fine.
It can wait.
It can wait. It can.
And your life can't.
No.
Life keeps going, and if you don't be careful,
Yeah.
it can stop at any moment. So.
Exactly.
How do you find this useful? How will this campaign benefit everyone that it's set out to reach?
Hopefully, it will save some lives that might have been like, oh, I could have gotten hit by that car or anything would have hit me if I wasn't safe enough. And also, I think that just having people have or know a little bit more safety things, they will accomplish a little bit more about their life and be alive to say, hey, I got saved by just knowing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who's funding it, or how do you plan to fund it? Tell me about, it's a campaign, and money, you need money.
I was thinking of doing as a nonprofit organization,
Okay.
but now I've talked to some people about doing that because it's something that I wish it could be like just free to hand out helmets and all of that, but I know it's going to take a lot of time, of my time, to go to different places and do all these events that I want to do. So I really have to think about it a little bit more, but I want it started. I'm going to figure out how to Twitter it.
That's a big,
Okay,
Twitter, you can do so much with Twitter, so.
Hey, I think everyone has Twitter besides me. My mom has a Twitter.
Laura, you need to get with it. Twitter, Twitter, Twitter.
Right. So I'm going to get that and probably the word about starting it around soon to everyone if I can.
So how can we as students here at Metro, how can we help?
If anything, I would love if everyone can just speak to other people. And if they like it and appreciate just hearing that idea, do it. Just please just be safe yourself and then spread the word. to everyone you know about, hey, safety, that's pretty cool, helmets, or being not distracted by something. Just don't do it. Just stay cool and stay safe. Know what's around you. And that would help. Oh, that was just, it's nice to think about. Having students here just know that. I would love if I see people at the light rail be like, just looking around and just know that a light rail is coming, or a car, not to drive or walk out right in front of a car. If you're listening to music or texting, just know that cars are there, and that's, you know, if it's a look both ways as well. I don't know, I really want people to know about that.
And you had mentioned that when you were on your way over here, you saw so many kids, people, grown-ups from all ages,
Yeah.
so distracted on their phones and listening to music. I mean,
Yeah, they were. And I can't tell people to not be on their phones all the time and not to listen to music, but, you know, I just avoid being what I was doing, and avoid, maybe be safer just if they just looked around. I just saw everyone on their phones and listening to music, so I was just wondering, do they know? I mean, I don't want to, you know, think people don't know where they're at, but I was just unsure if they knew that a train was coming, and probably I will keep my head up about that.
do you think maybe like signs of even like a little brief story, like this happened here, look up
Yeah,
at light rail stations, would this help?
I think it would, especially pedestrians. They don't have a bar come down in front of them, or any.
It's so unprotected.
Yeah, they do have, you know, some kind of screeching sound, but some people are listening to music like I was, and I possibly wouldn't have heard it. So I think if they would have something close to a pedestrian that is maybe if they could put a bar right there to make sure people, if they're busy doing something, even texting and listening to music like I was, you hit that rail right there, and you would probably look around on if the light rail is coming. So I would love to see if something like that could happen.
Something being placed there to actually
Yeah,
warn people.
right.
Now, how involved are your friends and your family, all those immediately connected with you? How involved are they in this campaign?
Thankfully, every single one of my person in my family is involved.
Great.
They all want to help out, spread the word about it, and they talk to their friends about it. You know, just saying, hey, by the way, my cousin's doing this, or my friend's doing this. So they're spreading the word around, and just doing that, it takes work off my shoulders, because I mean, I will try to tell everyone about it, but they're telling people around it for me, or just because they want to. They think it's a really good idea. So thank you, family. I love it.
One person says it, and then bam, bam, it's a little chain.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what you need. You need exposure for
Yeah,
everybody to know what happened and what needs to happen for it not to happen again.
exactly. Yeah. Please just think about it and do it.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
From the Colorado School of Mines in Golden
to Black Hills State University in South Dakota.
to Colorado State University in Pueblo.
For more than 100 years.
The Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference
has stood for excellence in the classroom and on the playing field.
With 14 great colleges and universities.
Student athletes in the RMAC achieve on a national stage
while earning their college degrees.
The Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, continuing the tradition of excellence.
Hi guys, this is Eddie McClintock. I play Special Agent Pete Latimer on Warehouse 13, and you are watching the Met Report.
Now, why did you decide to come and sit with us and have this interview? What is your main purpose? What did you want to get across?
Thankfully, this opportunity just blows my mind how great I can be here with you. I wanted to tell students that this can happen and be careful and just don't let this accident happen to them. And I just wanted everyone to know about it, as many people as I can. And if people just don't want to hear it, just maybe think about it. Whenever you're, by at an intersection or even driving, you think about seeing people walk across and be just safe about it.
Think twice.
Yeah, exactly.
And open your eyes, just be aware.
Yeah, and Michael Stanley, he actually told me about this PSA, and so I thank Michael Stanley and the Aurora Fire Department for allowing me to come here and talk to you.
So your trip, mainly your trip from Arizona to here, was to start your campaign going.
Yes, it's starting here, and I'm so excited just that it's happening finally. It's happening. It's going to take some work, but I'm starting it, and it's awesome to know.
It's awesome to know, and it's awesome to know that you are taking the time and you're dedicating your time to changing people's lives.
Yeah.
And of course you want to be better, of course you want to get better,
Yeah.
but you are also focusing on how can I help another person.
Yeah. I will help as many people as I can by doing this.
Good for you, Laura.
Thank you.
You are an inspiration. I've told you that before. The more I know about you and the more I learn, I admire you. You really have a lot of courage and a lot of determination, and you're going to go very, very far.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Thank you for letting me be here, and that I can spread the word to people, and then hopefully they chain it on and tell other people. And thanks for letting me share my word to everyone that I can. Really appreciate that.
You're very welcome. We're happy. I'm very excited and very happy to form part of this. So.
Thanks. You can Twitter it whenever I get that started.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We need to take a picture, and we're going to be like, Laura's exclusive interview to spread awareness.
Awesome.
Yes, we're going to get it started.
All right. Sounds great.
So great to have you, and thank you so much.
Thank you.